So these are my tips or categories that I think will simplify your closet, simplify your life, save you money in the long run, and make getting dressed every day and every year, every day easier and easier. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top picks of pieces that you should splurge on, invest in, that are timeless, that really matter, and will have you reaching for them over and over. Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Liz, and on this channel I share fashion hauls, style tips, health and beauty, all that good stuff. So if that is something you like, be sure to subscribe. But today I wanted to go over, I guess, key pieces to invest in, where you do want to spend a little more. I find there are pieces that I use over and over, and so I just want to share my experience with you. If you're not into fashion or style, or maybe you're just getting into it and this is your first time doing it, then hopefully this video gives you some direction. I'm gonna tell you the key pieces, what to look for, why they're important, why you may want to spend a little bit more from my experience, because I do shop high and low, and I kind of always have, and I have learned what to splurge on and why, and so I want to share that information with you today. So let's jump in. Okay, category one is a coat. This is your first impression piece. It really says a lot about you, and even depending on what you choose. Now, I like all the coats. I've done videos on coats. I love leather coats, wool coats, trench coats, which I'm currently in the market for. I actually just ordered some. So I'll probably be doing a video giving you a closer look at the ones that I am considering. But my, I guess, issue or little thing that I need to search for is I am taller and I like a long dramatic look. So I have to find coats that are, for taller people. And so that may not be an issue you have, or maybe you like a shorter, more cropped look. So me personally, I have found I like a fitted look and I like a long dramatic look. Even in my long cardigan today, this is a very long cardigan. I love it. And I could throw it on over anything, and it just makes a basic, normal, top and pant look a little extra, which I like. So I like to throw a long coat on over. Now, I don't live in a super cool climate, so you are going to need to find something that will be multifunctional, right? Actually keep you warm, but also look stylish, and you can have both. And so there are features to look out for, and just being aware of your style. But I definitely think having a beautiful coat that flatters you, that you love, is definitely worth splurging on. Category number two is the perfect pair of denim jeans. And I just guarantee you, having one good pair that you love, that just is magical, is better than having 5 or 10 that are like eh. And so I really do splurge and look for so many details in my jeans. And I will tell you, whenever I'm switching styles, like when wide leg came back in, I was looking everywhere for these, but I am so specific on how they fit. So I personally like a high waist because I like it to nip everything in the midsection, and we all have different looks that we like. So I'm not saying that's going to work for everyone. That is something I have realized I prefer. I also prefer a high cotton content. So 90, probably at least 95 to 98, even 100% cotton, I like. It makes it more rigid. It holds everything in without the stretchy, insert stuff that you need. Now, I will say the stretchy jeans, it is nice to have a few on hand. If you're going to be eating a lot, if you're going to be traveling, it makes them a little more comfortable. So I do like having both. And then pocket placement is important, or pocket design. All of these things I consider when buying my denim. Now, I never got into the distressed or holey jeans. That isn't my style. If that is for you, I mean, they're still available, as well as all the different waists. So low rise is currently everywhere, and mid-rise and high-rise, which is nice. The issue that I have that I have to look for is, again, I'm tall, so I always need a long option. So my favorite place is any of the places, Banana Republic, J. Crew, who else? Mother is one of my favorite. Denim, 7 jeans. I find a lot at Nordstrom. So a lot of the places I shop that sell long also sell regular, of course, and petite. So if you are not as tall as me, usually the places that sell tall also have petite. Good American is another one. I have several. I love jeans and I love them to be flattering, right? I don't work out that much. I'm trying to do that more this year, but I need it to, lift the booty, make my stomach look flatter, add some shape, also be elongating, and be able to be kind of a daytime casual jean, but also dress up with, boots or heels or something for an evening look. So I like my jeans to do a lot, and I don't usually opt for a casual look. I do kind of pick jeans that I think look a little classier, a little nicer. So if you like that, make sure that you're subscribed just so you can check out my hauls. Now, I do from time to time try ones that are more, I guess, affordable, I would say, from Walmart or Amazon, but I do find that generally those are a 30 to 32 inch inseam, which is on the shorter side for me. So getting a cotton content that you like, a flattering fit that you like, a length that you like, and a wash, when you find the perfect pair, it is definitely worth the splurge. Okay, and category number 3 is a great pair of trousers. It is the quiet luxury staple. I mean, you can throw on a pair of trousers with a tank top and it just looks so chic, so good. So if you think I don't work in a corporate setting or in an office anymore, I don't really wear trousers, I would suggest having at least 1 or 2 pair. I like to have a brown or, brown shade. You could do tan, and then black, which is always just sleek looking. You can dress it up, dress it down. You don't need a lot. So I used to wear trousers a lot, but now I work from home, and just in my circles, I don't wear them that much, but I sometimes need them for meetings, etc. Or I just like the kind of flowy upscale look. And then I love pairing kind of fancier things with casual things. So how I would pair my trousers these days is with a tank top. And I think that looks really nice, but then you could dress it up with a blouse or a blazer or anything like that as well. But I do think these are a great item to splurge on because there are a lot of things to consider on this as well. Again, the waist height, the length, but the drape of the material, if it has pleats or not, if it has pockets or not, how thin the material is. So that's going to be dependent on, how it looks overall, if it's too see-through. So all of these things are important to consider. And when you find the perfect pair, yes, splurge on them. Category 4 is your knitwear, where fabric content is everything. So I love, love, love cashmere. It's probably almost all of my things. This little shirt I have on is a very thin cashmere. Love it. This long cardigan, cashmere. So it's probably the fabric I wear the most in the winter. I just love the softness. It is a fur, so it's breathable, but it just feels so luxurious. It's so soft. It is what I love. So I have a huge cashmere collection. There are several affordable options as well these days, so you don't have to pay $200, $300, $400 for a top. They do sell those, but you can get a lot of affordable stuff at Quince, which is a brand I love, not sponsored, but it's a brand I truly love, and I do love their cashmere. And then a lot of times too, I will pick up sale items from Nordstrom or Banana Republic. Sometimes J. Crew. Their stuff is a little pricier, I will say, but I do find things there because sometimes they have a different style, pattern, or color. And when I see something like that, I scoop it up because that is a fabric I love. So knowing what you love, maybe you love wool or merino wool or just all cotton or a cotton blend, being aware of the fabric content that fits your life, because I know for sure in my 20s and 30s, well, one, I couldn't afford all cashmere stuff, but two, I didn't have the time to care for it. Although it doesn't take that much care. I have made a cashmere care video if you are interested. Actually, I think it was a couple years ago, but I put all my best tips in there, and that is actually how I still take care of my cashmere that I've had for years. So investing in quality knitwear, stuff that feels good to you, breathable, is kind of a base. And if you find a piece that you love, I would say splurge on it. Category 5, these are not in order of importance either, because this one is important, and that is shoes that can make or break your outfit. And I love quality, I love quality, but comfort. My shoes, I like them to look good, but they have to be comfortable. I am over wearing anything that's tight, pinches, is too high, just doesn't feel good walking in. There was a time when I would do that, and just as I've been getting older, I just am unwilling to do that. And there's so many good choices now. So last year in the Nordstrom sale, I was really happy to pick up a pair of weatherproof suede boots with a block heel. They're so comfy. I can wear my wool socks with them. I can walk through the rain. I have been wearing those a ton. That was a great find because I have a lot of suede and leather boots, but I won't wear them in the rainy weather because I don't want to get them ruined. So you have to think about, not only the end look, which I love wearing those things in the fall and even in the spring, but then when it's wet, you don't want to ruin your nice leather stuff. So you do need to think about waterproof and end look. Also, I do still wear a kitten heel if it is under 2 inches, but I am finding more and more I like a block heel or a flat. And I've really been into loafers and of course ballet flats. So there's so many beautiful shoes, and I can tell, especially now that I film myself, the point toe, the toe, because usually my pants are long enough that just the front sticks out anyway. And really you can't tell the difference between my kitten heel, block heel, or a flat oftentimes in my outfit. So definitely paying attention to the finish, the heel, the overall silhouette that you're wanting to go for. Just really, you can elevate, again, a simple outfit. So even today, my outfit of the day, which is always at the end of the video, and then I link it down below, but if I forget, just remind me because I do that last and sometimes I forget to put the link. But even today, my point toe flats that I'm wearing in a neutral shade, I wear them all year round. I wear them with jeans, I wear them with trousers, I wear them with dresses. I actually picked up, I think, in the 2024 or 2023 Nordstrom sale. I can't remember, but I love them. They have a beautiful flap. I don't think they're available, but if there's something similar, I'll link it. But just finding these beautiful pieces that are comfortable, but also really stylish, really elevate an outfit. So if you find a beautiful pair of shoes and they're comfortable and stylish, I would say definitely worth the splurge. So hopefully this video helps you to shop smarter, to consider key pieces and maybe things to look for in them and what will make them timeless. Most of your things need to fit properly, be quality, be flattering to you, and be items that you love. Also, I think that is key. So when you do find that piece you love, it doesn't really matter where it's from or how much it costs. If you love it and you're gonna reach for it and it's quality and it's flattering, then I say go for it. So these are my tips or categories that I think will simplify your closet, simplify your life, save you money in the long run, and make getting dressed every day and every year, every day, easier and easier. So hopefully you found this helpful. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend. I would love for you to subscribe if you have not done so yet. And I wanted to thank you so much for dropping in and spending some of your time with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next one.